It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about using your brain instead of your back. And as you can see by this belly, I'm definitely using my brain. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of people that I find very interesting in business. One is obviously like a Dame Dash, because I feel like we have a lot in common. And then a Jay-Z, having the patience, of 50 cents of, you know, that grind, being able to turn that gorilla on in a board meeting. And I've done that a couple of times. So, but one of the guys I really like is Gary Vee. And you watch his webisodes, whatever you call them. I mean, he breaks things all the way down, and I like the patience that he's kind of reminding me sometimes. There were times I wanted to just go, and let's get this done, let's hurry up, and he kind of, watching a webisode, he would talk about things. He talked about the patience of, you know, of taking a while to get your business to where it needs to be. It doesn't happen overnight. So it's been a real inspiration to see him. And I like Gary Vee because he goes hard. He gives you this, man, you got to go out and do it. You got to do it. And I want to be that to people. I want to be that inspiration to show people that, you know, take your time. And I want to give you the game. You know, I want to help you out. I don't want you to sit around and make excuses and talk about what you could be or what you should have did and what you should be doing. I want you to be out there doing it and putting forth your best effort. I guess one of the reasons why we wanted to show you guys this video or these episodes is because we wanted to show you the full effect of what actually takes place in building a business. You know, everybody shows you the finished product of having weed all throughout here, but we wanted to show you guys what really goes on behind the scenes, and that's the purpose of doing the episodes, to let you know that, you know, it takes time, and I want you guys out there to have patience.
So the building is around 80% complete. Everything is on course. Our biggest hang-up at this point are just the utility departments in the city. So when you're dealing with building a building of this sort, your utilities, and when I say utilities, I mean your electrical and your water, is very important, and you have to get these things in conjunction with the municipalities that control them. So dealing with the city of North Las Vegas, dealing with Clark County and NV Energy and all these entities, you have to work with them and to try to get everything in a timely manner. The city and the county, they don't move when you want them to move. They move how they move in the manner that they used to move in. And it's not because they're trying to do anything that's harmful to you or your business, that's just the way that they operate. Learning that process is a curve, because you're wanting to get things done right away, and then you realize eventually that you have to calm down and just deal with them in the manner that they wish to be dealt with, and things work out in the end. You know, when we designed this building, we had to take in the elements of that Las Vegas bring to the table. It's a very unique environment when it comes to growing marijuana. Anyone that's grown marijuana in the past know that it has to be at a certain room temperature. It has to be, the ambient temperature has to be relatively low. I mean, not extremely low, but you're looking in high 60s as your lowest, and I mean like 69 degrees to around 74, 75. Well, in the summertime in Vegas, we never see 75. You wake up in the morning, it's 90 degrees, and when you go to sleep and at night, it's 90 degrees. So to keep a room in a temperature to grow marijuana where you have lights, you gotta have a lot of AC, and it takes proper insulation. Luckily, this building was designed with that in mind. We didn't go and try to retro a building to try to fit the needs that is required to grow this marijuana. This building was built with that in mind. So the insulation is proper to keep a building cool during a 115-degree heat wave that may last 6 weeks. living in Vegas. So it's all about the design and preparation, because there's nothing that you can do after the fact to alleviate that fact that the heat is going to rise. And if you're not properly prepared, you're going to lose your crops and you're not going to be able to harvest. And basically you're going to waste your time and your money and come up with nothing at the end. As of now, I'm speaking right now to you, and outside it's 105 degrees, but inside this building it's around 85 degrees. And we don't have no AC running. We don't have any power yet, but our building is still cool. You know, you walk in and out of the building, it's a 20 degrees difference, easily. And this is just taking, like I say, proper planning. You know what I mean? Proper planning will prevent major issues in the future. My AC system is not going to be working 24 hours a day under duress and stress, trying to achieve the goal that we needed to do and keep this room at a certain temperature. It's going to be an easy job for the AC system. It's all about the design and the planning. You have to have the design and the plan correctly to execute.
We went to a lab the other day, and this is what's cool about Las Vegas, is that they actually have the labs, and they test everything, and then we went to a specific lab. I won't say the name just as of yet, but they had some gentlemen in there that were like really into the research. I mean, listening to these guys at the lab, it was awesome, because they were breaking so many things down to us on what they could do and how we could do the testing and what they're looking for, what compounds and what, you know, what was all in the plant. And it just made me realize that this is something that's bigger than us. It's truly bigger than us. It's about the plant. It's about helping people. It's about healing people. It's about giving people a chance to survive. I recently just had a young man who was very dear to me, Derek Poole, and he passed away from cancer about 3 weeks ago. And it was sad to me, because I felt like I could have helped him. I felt like if I was up and we were going, and if I couldn't help him, maybe the transition would have been a little bit smoother than it probably was for him. You know, and that's what this is about. It's not about the finances. I keep telling people, like, we make enough money to have a roof over our head and we can eat. But at the end of the day, this is about, even when it goes recreational, it's still going to be about the people, about being able to help someone. You know, when we started this 3 years ago, and we started seeing people out in California, and I started learning more about this, I met an AIDS patient who hadn't eaten in like 3 days, and she came into a collective out there, and she got her medicine. She came back the next day, and she was like, I had my first good meal in about 2 weeks. And like that, those type of things touched me, and it made me feel like, okay, this is real, like we're really trying to help people. Subscribe to this channel to see what it is to be a black entrepreneur and selling marijuana legally.